Python powers AI, web apps, automation, data science, and much more for companies across the world. And today's plan is simple: start with the basics and end up with a working project. Let's go from Hello World to complete to do app in one sitting. Why should we even choose Python? Python reads very close to English, runs on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and also comes with a rich standard library for everything from text prompting to automation. Install the latest stable release from the official Python website. Then, open an editor like NeoVim or VS Code or any program that you use for coding. In VS Code, install the Python extension, create a file named hello.py, then run it with a single click or via the terminal. This first line proves the environment works. A small win unlocked. The print just used is the same idea as Python's earliest scripts. Welcome to a 30-plus-year-old legacy. Python was built on the philosophy that code should be readable, more like an essay than a mathematical formula. Before we begin learning Python and understanding what the syntax is and how it works and so on, let me help you with a small brief on what is the mindset for doing programming and what is programming in general. Programming is about storing and manipulating data. Think of it like Tiffin or a storage box, which has a label, say age, and then you put in the number 10. So now that box has value 10, and the box itself in programming terms is called the variable, because, well, you can change the number 10 to, let's say, 11 or 35. In a complex language, you'll have to declare this box only holds numbers and I'm calling it the age. What this means is in complex languages like Java, C++, or I shouldn't say complex languages, that would probably be the wrong term to use. I would say statically typed languages. Statically typed means when you are declaring a variable, in our case we have the storage box, we are explicitly stating to the machine, hey, listen, this storage box will only contain numbers. That's how you statically type. Whereas in Python, type of a variable or what kind of information can be stored inside a variable is fluid and flexible. You can decide later on, or you can let the Python interpreter decide. That brings us to our next topic. These languages which are statically typed usually are compiled languages. What that means, compilation is the process of converting human readable code into machine readable code. That's the generic definition. Alright, enough of discussing. Let's go and do some practical implementations on Python. The first thing you want to do is see your code work. That's where the print function comes in. It's like the enter key on your keyboard. It takes whatever you give in and shows on your screen. Print, let's say, I love coding, or print age, or print hello world. It's basically you directly communicating with the computer, and it's approachable because the command is just pure English. Other languages also have such commands, but they do take a little bit of jiggery-pokery or jugaad to make sure that they work. Java has, I think, system println, and there's multiple more. Every language has this function of printing it to your terminal or printing in general. Python just makes it simpler to use it by the print. When you look at the code from two different languages, I'll show you JavaScript and Python. Almost similar code with similar functionality. You can see that there are braces which define what is inside of something, whereas Python doesn't. Instead, it is using spaces and tabs and indentation. Like one line is on first character of the line, and then one is after 4 spaces, and so on. It's like basically writing an outline. So that's how Python is ideated and wants to be used. Python uses indentation, whereas other languages use either braces or something else entirely. Python treats code in the same way as you treat it. Your first line or your margins decide which block does the code belong to. When you start a block of code like an if statement, you must indent the lines that belong to it, typically using 4 spaces or 1 tab. If you mess up the indentation, Python will throw an error every single time. So we've covered almost everything regarding the basics of the language. Next time we'll cover variables and some operations in depth. See you again next time. Bye!